Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. You know what? Let's keep animals in the news. Let's keep talking about animals. I feel like
we've been talking about animals.
I feel like we talk a lot about animals. You know, we got singing dogs. We got women with turtles in their pants.
We talk about food, which
Gators.
animals usually are food.
Yeah. True. Okay, there you go. I hadn't thought about that.
And the turtles were in her backpack. The alligator was in her pants. BJ.
Right. I'm sorry. The guy that got bit by a fox.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? So today, let's talk about this guy in Oklahoma who went to open his friend's front door on Sunday, and that's when a 5-foot, 5-inch long snake leapt out and bit him on the face. Yeah. This guy. Yeah.
Dude, I saw the video, and it's freaky as all hell because the snake just pops out of nowhere and just like attacks him. It seems like it's out of like a bad Sharknado, Snake-nado movie. Like, no way a snake will do that.
No, it did. Oh, man, it was wrapped around a porch light, and the whole thing was caught by the doorbell cam, and it is not... Oy, oy, oy.
Kurt, take me to the hospital. Take me to the hospital. Get that snake. Get that snake. At your mailbox, right there.
Damn, dude.
Stop asking questions, Kurt. Take him to the hospital.
Yeah, jeez, come on.
You're not going to get any satisfying answers. You got bit by what? A snake. Where? At the mailbox. Wait, what?
Yeah.
It's just going to bring more questions. Go save your friend.
Right. The minute someone's like, if it happened in my house, someone's like, Steve, take me to the hospital. I'm like, all right, get in my car. Let's go.
And then you can ask the questions.
Right. We have plenty of time to talk about this.
Yeah, I know. I think
Damn it, Kurt.
I'm that guy. I'm the Kurt of the group. You just have to yell at me and go, take me down. Stop asking questions.
Right. Kurt, shut the F up and just get your cars running.
Now, we can laugh about this because luckily the snake wasn't venomous. The guy is okay. Still, dude, I mean, luckily it also didn't get him like in the eye or anything. I mean, hit him in, because, I mean,
it was pretty close to his eye.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, look how close that thing gets to his eye.
That could have been really bad. There's another reason why I don't want to go to Oklahoma.
Oh, is it just in Oklahoma that they have jumping snakes?
Well, it's the only one I've ever heard of. Have you heard about snakes jumping out of
No, I've never heard of it until today.
Yeah, I mean, whoever rings the doorbell goes in and says, hey, everybody. So he...
and mental note, do not hang out with Kurt from Oklahoma because he asks too many questions and he doesn't take you to the hospital.
And he's the guy that's got the snake in his door.
Well, it's not like he propped it there.
I don't know. I mean, do you think that's Kurt's security system?
That's a bad... He can afford a doorbell cam, but he can't afford a security system.
That is... I mean, let me tell you, that's a great security system. I got news for you. I'm not going to Kurt's.
Yeah.
I'm not going to rob Kurt. Kurt's the guy that's got the security cam and the snake that jumps out at you.
My favorite thing about this is that Steve's worried about answering the door, but Steve, you never answer the door. So you'll never have to worry about this.
Well, yeah, and I'm on the inside, too, so I don't have to worry about it on that sense, Red. But if I have to go to somebody's door... That's where it gets free.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody else's, you're like, hey.
This just gives you a reason not to leave your
Kurt's.
house.
Yeah, I'm not going to Kurt's house.
Oh, yeah, F Kurt.
Any Kurt's.
BJ's just like, I'm never leaving my house again now.
I'm never going to. There's no reason to. Well, I'm not going to Oklahoma. F the thunder, F the snakes.
Well, that's a good reason.
If you didn't tell me that the snake was wrapped around the little light pole thing, I would have thought that Kurt threw the snake at him in his face.
That's
like
what
the way
I would have thought, too.
It looks like somebody just threw a snake because there's no chance the snake's going to be that high up in the air.
Yeah, it was wrapped around the porch light.
Yeah.
Ay, dude. That is, I mean,
here's just this guy.
Just walking along. Just, looks like a nice sunny day. Hi, everybody. And boom.
Well, luckily he's all right.
Yeah. Oh, man, dude. Yeah, so. Anyway.
Oh, man. I don't know if it's Kurt or the neighbor, but somebody then gets all, like, medieval on the snake. He just shows up with a hammer and just starts...
Oh, really? Here he comes.
That's your property.
Gee, that guy's a good neighbor, unlike Kurt.
Yeah.
He shows up with a hammer. He's like, all right, this snake, it's time to go.
Yeah, goodbye, snake.
Oh, that's a big-ass snake.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, he's not really going to just take it out with a hammer, is
Yeah, he is. He's just going to do it right now. Goodbye, Snake. You're dead. He is banging that snake. This video's now. We just only saw the bite part.
Roller coaster of emotions right here.
Yeah, we have not seen the snake actually get justice. This is neighborhood justice right here. Go to the BJ Mix page of KISW.com. Check out neighborhood justice.
Steve is broken.
This snake is like, oh boy, I angered the neighbor.
This guy's just swinging it like Thor.
I think what makes it more comedic, it's not one of those little hammers. It looks almost like a big mallet.
Yeah. He's malletizing that snake.
He brought out the meat tenderizer.
Yeah, it's like that snake. He's done.
Steak's back on the menu tonight, boys.
Wow. All right. Damn.
Quite the neighborhood.
That's quite a neighborhood. Man.
Holy smokes.
Now, how come Kurt's not asking any questions of the neighbor? Why are you killing that snake? No, he's just letting that happen.
I think never a dull moment in this neighborhood.
No, this neighbor, look at him. He's two-fisting.
No, he's got two hammers.
He smacked the hammer, it fell down, and and the snake fell down.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
This is amazing.
This porch cam is great.
Yeah.
Love this. All right, Snake, you're done.
I mean, this is better than stuff that's on,
Wow. Yeah. You have to check this out. Go to the BJ Mix page of KISW.com. This is a great video. I mean, you think the guy getting bit is the best part, but actually then the snake getting his justice is the best part. I love that. Oh, yeah.
Snake justice.
America. Why would a man tell the cops, quote, F it, I'm drunk, take me to jail? Steve's going to tell you why. He's got the Miggs report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Miggs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Miggs Report.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks to Kia Up You All for giving us the Miggs Report, and happy National Give Someone a Cupcake today.
Oh, okay.
Somebody better give us a cupcake.
All right. That's what I can do.
All right, good. Work on that, BJ. You have 3 hours and 40 minutes to make it happen. All right. It's also National Have a Coke Day.
Oh. All right. Oh.
I'm in love with the Coke.
I don't think it's that kind of Coke.
No, it's actually Coca-Cola products, yeah.
Yeah.
What Coca-Cola product are you going with, BJ?
Oh, anything in the Diet Coke freestyle machine. A little vanilla, a little raspberry, a little lemon. I mean, there's so much that they...
Have you tried that orange vanilla yet?
I have not tried theirs yet.
Okay, I hear it's good.
I've made my own mixture in the past, and of course now they come out with their own.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always copying your style.
Of course, they know my style.
That's right.
The one I make is delicious.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Freestyle.
Let's talk about this guy that was arrested in Florida. His name is Gary. He's 68 years old, and he had some interesting excuses when he was talking to the police officers. Apparently, he's had some drinking and driving issues in the past, right?
Not Gary.
Well, so he's not driving a car anymore. Now he's decided to drink and drive his riding lawnmower.
Of course.
So he's drunkenly driving on the street with his lawnmower. The cops stop him. So what does he do? He drives his lawnmower right into the back of the police car. Just smashes it in right there.
Oh, nice move.
Now, the police officer, I guess they weren't in the car at the time, but when he came out, Gary was like, yeah, that wasn't me. It wasn't my fault. And they're like, well, let's talk to you, Gary, and let's do a little bit of a alcohol level check on you.
Yeah.
He blew at 0.241, which is 3 times the legal limit.
Good job, Gary.
And like I mentioned, he's had some drinking and driving issues before because he's been suspended for 41 years.
Whoa. That's
when it comes to driving because of his past drunk driving convictions. So he was arrested for driving drunk. I guess at some point the cops were talking to him, and he eventually admitted to what he did, and he just said, F it, I'm drunk. Take me to jail.
That's what I'm talking about.
Way to go, Gary.
Yeah, Gary.
68 years old.
68? Oh, and for 41 years he can't drive?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Good luck to him.
Yeah.
You go to a 68-year-old idiot, and then you switch gears and go to a 9-year-old who's probably one of the coolest 9-year-olds ever. Talk about great timing. This 9-year-old girl who lives in the Boston area, her name is Shaylin. She was in school on Wednesday, and apparently on Tuesday, she learned how to give the Heimlich maneuver.
Oh, okay.
And it came in handy on Wednesday because her best friend Kiara started choking on a hot dog at lunch.
Oh,
Face
man.
turned red. She's freaking out. Luckily, Shaylin's like, oh, I know how to do the Heimlich. Did it, saved her friend's life.
How about that?
Right?
That is awesome.
Apparently, her parents signed her up for a course at their local rec center called Home Alone Safety. And one of the things you learn is what to do if someone starts choking. And so she was able to get right behind her friend, do the Heimlich, and saved her life.
Nice.
You know how to do the Heimlich?
I don't.
Oh, man.
I don't know how to do anything.
Well, you know how to make a great orange soda in the Coke machine.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So if anyone's ever choking, I'll make you a nice soda.
Yeah. I mean, some people know how to save lives.
Yeah.
Others know how to make delicious soft drinks.
Yeah, exactly. I'm there for the people.
It all works out, BJ. You know, it did not work out. I kind of wish that they would have just not finished the game because of the rain delay.
Oh, yeah, it was looking
Mariners
good.
were looking good. We're up 2-1, rain delay. End the game with a big rally from the New York Yankees. 1 run in the 8th and 3 more in the 9th for a big walk-off win at Yankee Stadium, beating the Mariners 5-4. The Mariners are now at 500 with a 19-19 record in second place still, so there's still hope, BJ.
Wow.
They play the Yankees again. Why do they have to play 4 games? Here's game 3 tonight.
Yeah, I know.
This is a rough road trip for them because what next is Boston, right?
Yeah, exactly. And Boston's looking to get some revenge for the way the season started with the Mariners beating up on them. Yeah.
NHL playoffs, Stanley Cup playoffs are going on. It took 2 overtimes to figure out who's going to move on from the St. Louis-Dallas series. And it's St. Louis. They beat Dallas 2-1. So they're going to be taking on the winner of the Colorado-San Jose series. And that's Game 7 tonight. It's going to be a good one. XFL doing something interesting, a little bit different than the NFL. They return in February. They're going to be back after many, many, many years of not having the XFL.
Yeah.
They start off right after the Super Bowl. And according to XFL Commissioner Oliver Luck, he says he'd prefer not to test for marijuana. So maybe the players could get stoned.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if they would get stoned during the game. Hey, I've heard rumors that... The funny thing is, it's like, this is going to be different from the NFL. The only thing that's different is they're not going to test once a year.
That's about it.
That doesn't mean that the players aren't getting stoned.
Yeah.
When it's not around that one time a year where they get tested. Well, anyways, that could be a pretty interesting thing to happen if, and you could tell whether or not marijuana is going to impact player performance, which I think if anything, it's going to help them with their recovery and maybe just be able to chill out when they're dealing with all the aches and pains.
Exactly.
At least make the CBD okay.
You can get it at the store now. I mean, I see it at my New Season's grocery store. Big aisles now.
Yeah.
Of CBD stuff, candy, everything.
Yeah. But although I've heard that there's, we'd have to have a pot expert to tell us, but I've heard that the stuff that you can get at stores isn't nearly as good as the stuff that you get at like a recrecreational pot shop.
Oh, damn.
Because it doesn't have the THC in it.
Oh, I need the THC and a little TLC to go with my CBD.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's way too many letters going on right now. As far as weather, let's give you some numbers. 71 degrees tomorrow.
Wow.
80 degrees, baby.
What? Record breakers.
Did our first barbecue last night.
Oh, how'd it go?
Went
Nice.
great.
Yeah.
Had some Beyond Meat burgers.
You are just a fan of those.
Yeah, you are.
That's corn.
Yeah.
And some tater tots.
Yeah.
How do you do your corn?
On the grill.
Well, I mean, do you add anything afterwards? I mean,
good job, Steve.
Are you a butter, salt, and pepper kind of guy, or are you
Just
like
butter.
the Mexican mayonnaise with cheese and
Mayonnaise
like the
and
picante?
cheese,
Oh,
yeah.
it is fantastic.
I haven't tried that, Vicky. What do you put? What on? What?
Mayonnaise, and then you do like a Mexican cheese, either queso fresco or cotija.
I have
And
no
put
idea
some,
what
spice
cotija
on.
is.
It's
God
like a
bless
dry
you.
cheese.
Yeah.
It's
a
really
dry
good.
cheese?
Yeah.
no, we just use Parmesan.
I mean, you can use Parmesan too.
I got some dry cheese for you.
Learn how to clean butter,
That
dude.
just happened.
No, just butter.
You don't have dry cheese for me? You have just butter?
Just the corn on the grill.
That's good, but I would like to try some of it. How spicy is it, though?
No, I mean, you don't have to add the spice
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
not spicy.
Because I like the gigante. What do you call it?
Tahine?
The camanga? What do you call it? The
Tahine?
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 Is that like the spice?
Not the vagine. I just want.
Tahine.
Oh, I just want corn.
Tahine.
Oh,
Yeah.
tahine.
Tahine.
All right, Vicky, can you get us some?
Yes, I can get you some for breakfast.
I would like some corn and tahine.
Grill it, please.
And
Right
a
now.
cupcake.
I mean, who wouldn't want a cupcake and corn on the cob right now? Who wouldn't want that?
I'm in.
I'll just pull out the grill from the back room. It's
Thanks,
fine.
buddy.
Hey, thanks to Snoqualmie Casino for giving us the Mix Report.
I'm so hungry now.
When aren't we?
Yeah, right. You're right. That's a good point. Hey, but you know what? Joey Dees and I are going to be heading out to see Avengers and then get to have some nice food after. So I'm excited about that.
You guys going today?
We're going today.
Nice.
To the show. Avengers Endgame. This will be our chance to see it for a second time and see if, in fact, it's better for us the second time around.
I feel like it's going to be. I think you're going to leave saying this movie is way better than I thought it was.
I hope. Well, I don't want to leave like Klay Thompson. That's all I care about.
What happened with he's a basketball player?
Yeah,
right?
he's the guy who plays for the Warriors. And, he actually did leave the Avengers Endgame. Not a happy man. Matter of fact, he didn't wait for it to end. With 1 hour left, Klay Thompson got up and walked out of the theater.
He's missing out.
I guess he's a stickler for not wasting his time on stuff he isn't into. So 2 hours into the movie, he decided it wasn't interesting enough to, demand that much time and attention. So he got up and left.
Well, when you got all the money in the world, what do you care if you just blew $30-$40 on a movie?
And time is valuable to people.
An extra hour? I mean, you just sat through 2 hours.
See,
it's all building up to this last hour, which is
I know.
Is insanely awesome.
I wouldn't leave either because I feel like, I might as well stick through it all. But I love the fact that a dude can go, you know what, this ain't for me, I'm out. I mean, that's to me, I would be so upset about the fact that I wasted my time in the first place. I'd make myself enjoy it.
Do you think he had to go to the bathroom and he just said, screw it. I don't feel like going back in there?
That could be. 2 hours in. He's 2 hours in and doesn't care. And pretty much that last hour is just action packed. He did leave really at the wrong time. If he could have showed up an hour late, he probably would have been happier.
You need that first hour to understand what the hell's about to happen.
Well, he didn't.
He didn't need the last hour.
He didn't need. I mean, at that point, let him see the last hour. At least there's a little bit more action on the screen.
Do you remember what's the last place you ever walked out on? Whether it be a movie or all I could think of is a restaurant. There was once the service was just so bad. Oh, and by service, I mean they never even came over to give us water. And we were there for about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So we just said F it and got up and left.
Yep. Yeah.
And oddly enough, that place does not exist anymore in Everett.
Yeah.
It's just my ass, that Thai food place.
Well, it recently happened at a place where, wow.
I'm happy they failed.
It's very aggressive.
Oh, they're done, huh?
Yeah, they're done.
Well, see, you proved
them right.
You proved the point.
Yep.
If they're not good enough for Steve, they're out.
Not good enough for Everett.
Yeah, I've done that. I was recently at the airport and I walked into a restaurant and sat down and thought, actually, I couldn't get anything but a gigantic piece of pizza, like a whole pizza. And I'm used to that chain offering slices. So I thought, I'll get in here, get a quick slice.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, oh, yeah, this location doesn't do it. And I'm like, God, I hate to tell you, but you got nothing for me.
You didn't want to just get a giant box of pizza and bring it on the plane?
No, I really didn't. Yeah.
Could have made friends with everyone sitting around you.
Hadn't thought about that. Yeah. It's just but it's awkward to bring stinky food on a plane.
There's nothing stinky about pizza. Nobody would complain about
some
pizza.
people. I feel like there are more people that smell worse than pizza on planes.
Yeah.
And that's just their natural smell.
Like that dude one row over that takes his shoes and socks off.
I agree with you. That guy sucks, and some people do stink, but garlic, some people aren't a fan of garlic.
Well, that's why you just eat the entire pizza before you board the plane.
You could do that.
It's a challenge.
Yes, that's why, But that's the last time I walked out of a joint.
Mine was in South Lake Union. I went to a restaurant and I walked in and I was like, they gave me water and I started looking at the prices. I was like, yeah, this is too fancy for me.
Really?
Yeah, I walked down the street to Buca de Beppo instead.
Whoa, good call.
That is a great call.
How did you not walk into Buca first?
Well, I didn't know what was there at the time.
Oh my God, you got to know about Buca.
Isn't Buca just straight up family style? You just get a gigantic platter of spaghetti or something?
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
But it's reasonably priced.
Yeah, right. And
how much does the ticket for these food items on average?
A drink was $15.
Okay,
that's a lot of dough. Yeah, we're looking at like sandwiches for around 20.
Woo!
And there was just a bunch of people. You know what I mean? It was business casual. It was happy hour, and I was like, "This is
That's not happy hour if they're charging you $15 a drink."
They had brought me water too, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm walking out.
Yeah,
I'm done."
I can't remember the name of the movie, but there was a movie we had to go to for a screening for some reason, an interview, and it was just so bad I left.
How did you do the interview?
Yeah.
How'd you do the interview when you hated the movie?
I didn't say I hated the movie. I just said, hey, congratulations on your movie.
Find something
good to talk about. But you walked out of it.
It was awful. I can't remember the name of the movie. It was so long ago. It was before us.
Oh, see, I don't know if I could do the interview.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna say? Hey, dude, nice to talk to you. Your movie sucks.
Well, I wouldn't do it. I think I would have to tell the people I can't talk about this movie.
There's other things you can talk about. Oh, I mean, you're not going to spend the entire interview talking about that one movie that most people aren't going to want to see anyway.
So you're a better man than me.
Talk about the stuff that people like.
Oh, okay. So you felt like there was enough to do. Because at some point they're going to go, hey, so here's my movie, and then I'm like, yeah, it was a movie.
You could just I was listening to Conan O'Brien. That was funny. I was just listening to an interview with him with Jimmy Kimmel on his, and they were just talking about, hey, what do you do when the movie that the person or whatever they're pushing sucks? And Conan's his thing would be, people are saying it's really good, or people are loving this movie, huh? And that was typically his way of basically avoiding admitting that either A, he hasn't seen the movie, or B, it sucks.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a genius way. Where was he when I needed him?
Yeah. Well, now I'm coming to find out that really a lot of these hosts don't see the movie for that reason. So they don't have to sit there and say, oh, I hated your movie, or even lie about it. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I mean, a lot of people that they're talking to haven't seen the movie either. So I feel a little bit better about that, because I used to think, oh, I got to see every movie of every guy that we have on here, or read every book or do whatever. But now it's like, well, no, I mean, I can breeze over it and I can still make it sound like it's awesome. And hopefully the guy on the phone can make it sound like it's awesome.
And Kimmel had a fun story about how he was really geeked out about some project that someone did, and then when he went to commercial break, the person's like, "You really liked it?" Like as if they didn't even like it.
That's funny.
I thought it was pretty awesome.
Oh, that is awesome. Well, speaking of Conan, Liam Cunningham was on Conan last night, and he plays Sir Davos Seaworth on Game of Thrones. He's a great character, just as an old salt of a character that's been through a lot on that show. Doesn't have a lot of power, but he does remain at least in the circle of power. And he started.
Spoiler alert, man.
And he started the interview by giving Conan a Starbucks cup.
I brought you a gift.
Okay, look at this.
That was tricky to get.
Is this the actual cup?
That's what it is. That's what you've got there.
Can you explain to us how this happened on Game of Thrones? It is the most meticulous show in the world, and they left a Starbucks cup on the set during a pivotal scene. Why?
Yeah, it wasn't that pivotal, the scene. The cup was a bit more pivotal than the scene. These things happen. It's a big job. People run in, and Amelia probably drinks too much coffee.
There you go. So the mother of dragons needs a lot of coffee to stay up and take care of them dragons. I love that. That's awesome.
I love that you threw her under the bus.
Yeah. Well, why not? Yeah. It sounds like a fun set. I mean, they've been together for how many years, all these people? Yeah. It's nuts. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
Ray Allen was famous for playing what sport?
Playing basketball.
Yes, all right.
You're good when you can actually sing the answers. Wow. You want a shot at beating Steve? All right, you got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I can't afford to pay my bills, how am I going to afford attorneys and bankruptcy fees?
One of the things people ask me all the time as a bankruptcy lawyer is that how am I going to pay all these fees and costs because I'm here because I can't afford to pay my bills? And of course we understand that. I mean, being in the bankruptcy field. But one of the things to remember is that if you decide, once you make the decision to file bankruptcy, you can stop paying on all of the creditors that are going to be included in the bankruptcy, and those are the funds that you can use that you have been paying your creditors to pay your attorney fees and court costs to get your case filed. And once your case is filed, you're not going to have most of those payments anymore.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.